everyone, this is Kay and welcome back to Studio 33 Art by Kay. Today I'd like to do some experimenting with the Boom gel stains, which are a beautiful range of paints that come in all sorts of lovely colours. I've mainly got them in the pearlescent colours, which I really love. And they're already mixed up, so you don't have to put any pouring medium in them. So they're already, can be just poured straight onto the canvas, or in this case, a 20 centimetre by 20 centimetre tile. But what I'd like to do today, I've actually mixed the pearlescent pearl with the Australian Floetrol to make a cell activator. So I'm going to be using that on top of the Boom gel colours. And I've mixed that just so that once it starts to run back in, after 3 seconds, it springs back. So it's approximately 1 to 2. Okay, so I've actually laid down some paint already. I've put down the Eraldo Glacier grey, and that's been mixed just to the usual consistency of the paints that I do, which is when you drizzle it back into the cup, it forms a small mound for about 2 seconds and then disappears. So I'm just using this colour up really. It doesn't matter, it's not going to be seen. It's just to help the bloom that I'm going to do to flow when I blow it out. I don't use a pillow per se, I just cover my canvas or my tile with paint, just enough to cover it adequately, and making sure I'm always making sure that the edges are covered properly. And all I've done to prepare this tile is I've used the isopropyl alcohol and just wiped it over with a paper towel. That's all, no gesso or anything else underneath it. Okay, so I've already laid down my base paint. I'm just going to give it a quick heat with the heat embossing tool. And that was just to burst any bubbles. So here we go. So the colours are pearlescent pink. And I'm just going to lay that approximately in the centre of the tile. And then I'm going to follow that with the pearlescent violet. Just enough in there. I want to be able to cover most of the tile when I blow it out. And pearlescent teal. Then I'm going to be putting down the metallic gold. So I am putting down quite a bit of paint on here. As I say, because I really want it to cover very well when I blow it out. Okay, so the next colour I'm going to put down is the cell activator, which I'm going to lay on top. And I will just drizzle that around, because I don't want it to have a big, deep puddle in the middle if I can help it. I just want it to create some nice cells. So who knows, we'll see what we get. Always a bit of experimentation going on. So just drizzling around there, just nice and easy. So I've put quite a bit on there, but I have laid it quite thin as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is actually blow that out by mouth. So we'll see what we're going to get. I will just take a quick photo though, as I always do, so that I can remember the order that I laid them down in. Right, now I'm just going to blow this out. Excuse my head. Okay, so that's brought up some nice cells. So I'm just going to now just touch that with the heat wand again, just to bring up any more cells and burst any bubbles. And that is very pretty. And I was thinking I'd lost the pink there, but I can see it coming up here underneath. So I haven't lost the pink at all. I'm just loving the teal and also the violet's just lovely too. Okay. So now I'm just going to, there's a bubble there. You can also use one of these skewers to burst your bubbles too if you've just got one like that there. So now I just want to spin this out a little bit. Try and get it to reach the edges. Not too much. A bit the other way. Okay. Well, that's looking really beautiful. Right, so I'm just going to tilt it slightly to try and get it to go to the edge a bit more. Well, actually, no, I'll spin it out. I'll spin it again. Okay, so I've nearly got to the edges here. I've got to the edge here. And I've got a bit of negative space over there. So I'm just going to see if I can just gently tilt and get this to move over the edge there. I don't want to stretch them out too much. Very slow moving. So what I'll do, just to get that to cover those edges without stretching it out, I don't want to move it too much. Looks like we've lost most of our white cell activator, although I do believe it's what has helped to create a lot of these cells. And the gold is what is sort of most dominant on the top there. So I'll just get a little straw. I've got one of these jumbo paper straws and I just squeeze the end of it. And now I'll just gently blow this so that it's going to go over the edge there. Right, I don't mind too much, just a little bit of negative space in there, but I just did want a little bit of colour into the corners as well, so that's achieved that. Okay, so that's basically it. Beautiful bloom. I'll just hit it with the heat tool again just to bring up any more cells. That has brought up a few more cells there. Just don't like that little bit there. And I'm just going to do a small bit of wrecking in there just to give it a little bit more interest. It's just a few little wrecking lines through. Another one just through there. Don't want to do too much. Just basically following the lines that are already there. Okay. So it looks like the cell activator did work quite well in that it did help to create cells, I believe. It has disappeared and the metallic gold is still there. So it's a very pretty piece, got the beautiful violet going on and the teal. The pink's just slightly underneath. And that's going to make a lovely trivet. It'll look beautiful once I put a coat of resin on top of that. And I always like to put a bit of glitter into my resin, so it will be absolutely stunning. So I'll bring you down in a sec to have a closer look. Okay, so here we are coming in for a close-up of this lovely trivet. You can see some beautiful cells created, and as you can see just here where I've done the wrecking lines there, it's created this beautiful little flower effect here, which is lovely. And again over here, some really lovely cells in here, another wrecking line there. So all in all, a very lovely piece. Okay, so there it is. So that was just a quick one today. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you have subscribed to my channel already, thank you so much. And if you haven't, if you would like to, that would be absolutely wonderful. All right, so I'll see you all back here in the not too distant future. Thanks guys, bye.